Everybody, you could receive thousands of dollars in stimulus aid very soon. Congress is actually really close to finally passing a bipartisan infrastructure bill. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. I hope all of you guys are having a great day. Now, the federal government stimulus programs during the crisis have directed.
Here we are. My plans to provide access to quality, affordable child care with more child care centers and community college campuses, with new and upgraded child care facilities all across the country. Businesses.
Trillions of dollars of aid to families, businesses, and local governments. Although most eligible households have already received checks from the 3 rounds of direct stimulus aid, some forms of government assistance remain available. Experts say the array of government initiatives has helped them stem financial hardship for millions of Americans. Much of the aid is directed to low and middle income households, who are more vulnerable to job and income losses. For example, families with children under 17 will soon be able to tap expanded tax credits for childcare and other expenses, enabling parents to return to the workforce. According to analysis of census data from the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, the stimulus aid is having an impact. 28% of households in mid-June reported difficulty in paying their expenses over the previous week, down from a peak of 38% in December. The programs offer significant financial help. Together, they can provide a low-income working family with 2 children under the age of 6 with as much as $40,000 of benefits through a combination of direct cash payments and tax credits. To be sure, not all families will qualify for all valuable stimulus aid, but for people in financial distress, even more modest levels of
you work hard, that you pay into this system, and that it would be there for you. And we cannot make it break America's promise to our seniors. In addition, though, to strengthen it, I am supporting an approach that basically says for people making over $250,000 a year, they will actually have to pay into the system.
Of assistance can make a meaningful difference. The IRS has sent 3 rounds of stimulus checks that were tied to household income and number of children. Each round offered different payment amounts and eligibility requirements. But millions of families qualified for all 3, which entitled an eligible family of 4 with 2 children under 17 years old a total of $11,400 in direct payments. To be sure, most of this money has already been paid out, but the IRS in June said that it is still sending out stimulus checks from the latest round, which provided $1,400 for each eligible child and adult. It's also still making what are known as plus-up payments. That's additional money for households that did not receive all of the funds they are entitled to. The latter issue could occur if a family had a child last year. That's because the IRS was sending out payments before many families had filed their 2020 tax returns, in which case the agency reviewed eligibility based on 2019 tax returns, which would not reflect the new birth. The IRS is continuing to process tax returns. It has a backlog of 35 million returns, which means some households may be in line for additional payments. If you have not received a stimulus check that you believe you are qualified for or got less than you should have, the IRS advises filing a 2020 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit. The IRS said that filing a 2020 tax return will allow people to qualify for the 3rd round of stimulus aid. Another major stimulus program that could impact as many as 36 million households is the expanded child tax credit. It will provide $3,600 for each child under 6 and $3,000 for children under 6, ages 6 to 17. The CTC has been around since the 1990s, but President Biden's American Rescue Plan has expanded it and added cash payments. And some anti-poverty advocates believe it could provide a massive boost to household finances, even lifting more than 4 million children out of poverty, because the measure will start depositing monthly checks into bank accounts on July 15th. The maximum amount of the credits was also increased this year, which means single taxpayers without children can receive $1,500 in 2021 instead of about $500 previously. Low or moderate income families with 3 or more kids will receive the biggest tax credit and more than $6,700 per household. So folks, that's all the news in this video, and if you guys found this video useful and helpful, feel free to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like.
There may be, but I think the role and the president's role is to focus on what's in the interest of American consumers, and his view is that when you have a lack of competition that's driving up prices for consumers, driving down wages for workers, a lack of competition that is costing the median American household $5,000 per year, that as the President of the United States, somebody who represents middle-class Americans across the country, he has a responsibility to act. We understand some may be opposed to that, and that's okay. It's a free country.
This year in committee, a number of amendments were offered to fix what I perceive to be at least problems in this resolution, this constitutional amendment. We tried to keep the Social Security Trust Fund off budget. We'll hear a good deal of hyperbole on this amendment, promises by those that this is going to cure all, and promises by those, if it passes, that we're going to go to hell in a handbasket and rapidly, and all our liberties will be taken from us. I hope we kind of keep our eye on the ball here and at least have an open mind to the prospect that we can make this amendment better and still.
Kemba Cabinet meeting. Please be seated. Thank you. Well, it is not good morning, which my remarks say here, but good afternoon. We're in the midst of a historic economic recovery. And because our successful vaccination program strategy has been working, and the immediate relief through the American Rescue Plan has brought back our economy from the worst economic crisis in nearly a century, America is now on track. We're now on track for the highest economic growth in 40 years, and among the highest growth records on record. We designed our economic strategy to be durable to the ups and downs that come with recovery. There are ups and downs. That's why the American Rescue Plan was designed to help people not just all at once, but over the course of a full year, so we could continue supporting families, small businesses, state and local budgets to help them weather those ups and downs. And now that the economy is back on track, we're making progress on the second phase of our strategy, ensuring long-term growth. That's what my Build Back Better agenda, including my Americans Family Plan and the bipartisan infrastructure agreement we reached last month, that's what they're all about, long-term. But to keep our country moving, we have to take another step as well. And I know you're all tired of hearing me during the campaign and since I'm elected president, talk about it. And that's bringing fair competition back to the economy. That's why today I'm going to be signing shortly an executive order promoting competition to lower prices, to increase wages, and to take another critical step toward an economy that works for everybody. The heart of American capitalism is a simple idea: open and fair competition. That means that if your companies want to win your business, they have to go out and they have to up their game. Better prices and services, new ideas and products.